All right, guys. Hey, today's name of the game is going to be nutrition. This is by far the most important thing that we're going to be doing for the next 90 days. I mean, for this purpose, I mean, overall in life, nutrition is going to be the most important thing you can focus on as far as your performance in the gym, or if you're any kind of sport, and obviously for your body weight and your body composition. So again, most important thing, it exceeds whatever you're doing in the gym, it exceeds whatever cardio you're doing, which I'm hoping you're not doing too much. We'll get to that later. But it's the most important thing. Now, starting out, this is one of the things that most people fail on because it's very overwhelming. People want to be able to get perfect on it right off the bat, which is one of the causes for failure. People quit. So basically, starting out, I'll have my set macros, which are right around 2,800 right now. That's just really a number to give me to put in my head right now. The number that I'm really focused on right now is giving me my protein. That's the only macro that I'm going to focus on to begin with. And my goal right now is between 220 to 230 grams of protein a day. And then once I can get close to dialing that in, then I'll worry about my fats, followed by my carbohydrates. But right now, my main goal is to get my protein up. And right now, I'm still not close. I'm getting better. I've been eating more. I'm getting closer. So I am supplementing a little bit with BCAAs and EAAs, as well as a protein shake a day to get me to that number. But ultimately, your goal is to try to get that through whole food and rely very little on the shakes if you can, but most people can't. So if you gotta have a shake at the end of the day to finish up your macros as far as protein goes, have that shake. It's important that you reach your protein needs above everything else for many reasons. Basically, to maintain your muscle, it's satiating, keeps you fuller. And also, protein has most of your dense nutrients in it, way more than the fats and your carbohydrates are gonna have. So anyway, above all, focus on your protein first, probably for the first month. Just figure out what your proteins are, your macros are for your proteins, and just worry about that. Try to meet those goals. And like I said, then after that, we'll worry about fats and we'll worry about carbs. For you guys that need help tracking your macros, there's a couple programs out there. MyFitnessPal I've used before, it's very good. And there's also my Fat Secret, which is the one that I'm currently using. I'm just trying to try it out, see how it works. I'm really not using it a whole lot right now because I have a really good idea of what I'm putting in my body. I've been doing this for long enough to kind of guesstimate. That being said, I should probably do a little more yet because it's been a while and might not be as close to my proteins as I think I am. But anyway, for most of you guys out there, track your protein at least for the first 30 days. Another tip that I can give people is it's hard to try to figure out what you want to eat every single day if you're changing it up every single day. So I would recommend that you guys find something that you guys can eat for breakfast on a daily basis. Sounds boring, but it's really helpful, as well as your lunches. For me personally, yeah, I pretty much have 4 to 5 eggs every morning, avocado, and a piece or 2 pieces of sourdough bread. Salt, Frank's Red Hot, and that's about it. That's pretty much my breakfast every single day, except for on Sundays. I make pancakes for the family. We use protein pancakes, Kodiak cakes, and then I'll have eggs with that also. So yeah, I eat a lot of eggs. And if you guys like eggs, eat a lot of eggs because they're really good for you. Whole eggs, not just the whites. So anyway, breakfast for me is eggs, avocado, or eggs, bacon. And then for my lunches, I switch it up every week just so I don't keep that as boring, but it's the same thing for the whole week. So for this week, I cooked up a bunch of pork chops and little mini potatoes. And I cooked those up in my air fryer and put some salt, some garlic, spices and stuff like that on them. So they're pretty good. So basically for this week, I've got potatoes and pork. Next week, I'll probably go with chicken thighs and rice. The following week, I might go with a little bit of red meat for that week. But basically every Sunday, I prep my food for the whole week. So basically my breakfast and my lunches are the same thing for the entire week. So that really only leaves me one meal that I really have to kind of like track at that point, because once I get those 2 other meals done, they're pretty much the same every day. So I've got those down. I can track those every day easily. Just go punch them in your macro app that I talked about earlier. And then the only thing you really got to worry about is your meal at night. And that's usually the one that most people worry about, because we've got kids and family and stuff. It's hard to make what you need to eat versus what they're going to be eating. I would recommend trying to get them to eat what you're eating, because it'll be better off for them in the long run. And again, guys, whole foods. Stay as much away from the processed food as you can. It's not good. There's just a lot of stuff in the processed foods that you're not aware of, especially more electrolytes, like I talked about before, than you need. It's the biggest reason why we have an obesity problem now, is because of the amount of processed foods people eat. So try to focus on your whole foods. So basically, worry about your protein for the first month, and concentrate on getting as much of your food from whole food. Once you get those 2 things down and stuff, the rest of it will start taking care of itself. Personally, I don't have a set weight or a set body fat percentage that I'm trying to get right now. I'm just trying to get to a point where I'm happy with myself, physically and mentally. And for me, that's going to look right around 220 pounds, 225 pounds, and probably somewhere between 12 and 15%. It might be a little higher, it might be a little lower. We'll see how it goes. We'll just keep gauging my progress as we go here, guys. So anyway, that's it for nutrition. Whole foods, focus on your protein to begin with. We'll address this again later on after the first month, and when we start to focus on adding our fats and our carbohydrates in. So, but right now, don't overwhelm yourself with anything. Just get these, just start with the basics. Get your figure out what your protein needs are, and just focus on those for the first month. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you guys later.